Well, this is sort of an interesting little thing here. Um, for those who saw my, well, I haven't published it yet. Well, yeah, I made a video with a climbing one. I've made a short video of the same one trying to learn to run. I haven't put that one online yet, but you might recognize this as being similar, somewhat similar in form to the one that I made for climbing, except except that its shape is constantly changing, and somehow it's still managing to make some progress to the right in the running mode, and does a lot of this thing. It looks kind of like a two-headed snake there with a tail curled up in the back. Sort of reminds me of the Democratic Republican Party. And then it does this thing where it tries to walk on two or three legs, and then this other thing where it looks like, well, don't know quite what you'd call that. And yeah, it changes shape a lot, and yet somehow still manages to make progress. Now, considering it hasn't come up with anything consistent as far as how it moves forward, I'm wondering if that might have to do with the fact that it has uh, a lot of muscles and not much brains. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to see if I can increase the neural network. Looking here, it says 40 nodes. It says 6 plus 10 plus 24. Now, 24 is one node per muscle. There are 24 muscles. So I'm going to show you how I constructed this. Again, there is evolution involved. Evolution being the accumulation of change. Now notice this just kind of looks like a big sort of an upside down L. And if I move these, you can see there are actually 6 nodes piled up on top of each other here. And over here there are 3. And over here there are 3. And what I did is I started with this sort of a template thing that I made. And just delete out the center stuff. And I made a video where I constructed this template thing. If you're interested in seeing how I did that, it was basically just eyeballing it, and then lining the things up using bones to check how well they were lined up. So I'm going to make a dodecagon out of this, a regular dodecagon. Doesn't have to be regular. I could have just placed 12 joints in an approximate circle, or somewhat randomly for that matter, as long as I can keep track of what I'm doing. And then the muscles, I'm going to join every one to its direct neighbor, its adjacent bone. So each bone gets joined to the bone next to it. And then I'm also going to join each bone to the bone, one bone away from it. In other words, skipping one in between. So here to here, 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 and here to here, and then here to here, 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 and the last one from here to here. Now I'm going to line this up somewhere between, somewhere in the middle of this bone, and make a right angle from there. Let's see, coming from here. No, this one, I believe it was. See if I remember this right. Okay, from the bottom. Let's see. I'm just going to show you with a bone here, although I'm not going to leave it. But from the bottom to here, and then a right angle gives me approximately the right shape. From the bottom to here, it tends to fall over to the left. I want this one to sort of balance, so I'm going to bring it right up to about there. But I'm not going to add this bone to do that. What I'm going to do is take the existing bones and move them around. So starting with the move tool, I'm going to grab this node and I'm going to bring it up here, and I'll just drop it right on this line. And then I'm going to take this one and put it over here at an approximately right angle. Now, exactly where I put this, I'm not sure how crucial that is, but again, the idea is evolving. Basically, each time I build something like this, I learn a little from the time before. I make some slight modifications. They might make it better, they might make it worse, but regardless, they'll make it different. So just like that, and then I'm just going to continue the pattern. This one here, this one down here, this one here, this one over here, and basically I'm just going back and forth from the top right, top left, or to the fulcrum, to the bottom, to the top left, to the top right, and to the top left, and then back to the bottom. And you can see that completes that little shape. Now, let's see, where was it that you changed the number of nodes? I believe it has to be running for that. So I'm going to go ahead and start it evolving and see, is that where that was? See if I hit the pause. No, I'm not seeing that. Okay, going back. Let's see, there was a help screen. Oh yeah, here, the question mark. That brings you to the help screen. And I think you click on, was it that? No. Down at the bottom, maybe. There it is, the brain. No, that didn't work. That's just talking about the brain. So, scrolling through that. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be giving me a way to scroll through it quickly. So I'm just scrolling through it the best I can. And no, that's not giving me where to edit the nodes either. So where was it that you, well, does it say in here? Inputs, evolution. No, it doesn't appear to. General tips. Okay, so going back, settings. There it is. It's at the bottom of the settings thing. There's the brain. And so I'm going to change the number of layers from 3. Let's just go up to, I could go 4 or 5. Let's just go up to 4. And again, I have this typing thing. My keyboard has a problem, so I have to delete one of the 4s. And over here, let's change this from 10 to, yeah, I don't really know what's best here. Let's try 22 in each of these. That's a lot. I hope that's not too much. Actually, I suppose I could have left that one as it is. Yeah, I got 22 there. How about I go with 11 here? Now, again, I don't know what difference that makes. I don't know exactly what effect that'll have. I'm just giving it a little more brain to work with. Going back and close this and evolve. And let's see, it's set to 11 cycles per generation. And I'll turn off this keep best creature for the next generation thing and continue. And here it is, best of generation 1. Click on that. And it looks kind of flattened. And here we got something that looks like it's trying to balance on 1 point for generation 2. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I'm just going to leave this basically as a video of constructing this thing. And hopefully I'll get that uploaded later. And oh yeah, I want to go back and set this thing to autosave so I can let it run for a while. And if it crashes, hopefully I'll be able to go back to the last saved generation. I want to go back in here. Let's see. I'm going to change this time per generation. Instead of 11 seconds where I have it, I'm going to set that at 77. So I give each generation quite a bit of time. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want this thing to be able to tell the difference between one of these things that just basically fell over to the right or made a single jump to the right, and one that actually found a way to travel to the right. And the best way to do that is give it more time to be able to distinguish between them. I guess I'll leave it run for a while now, and we'll see what happens. I may or may not make a follow-up video on this one, but I hope those that find this video get a little something out of it. Thanks for watching.